G'day again, everyone. It's Man Overboard, hopefully your favourite YouTuber, and I want to discuss something that I left out in my previous video. I'm continuing to do the dishes from yesterday, actually the same day. It's just a new video. You'll see it on a different day. What I wanted to say was two things. There's a show in Australia called Married at First Sight. MAFS, M-A-F-S, abbreviated to MAFS, MAFS, Married at First Sight. You can Google it. It's on Channel 9 in Australia. Now, I was watching it the other night, and I don't watch this show normally. First things first, I'd like to propose a new name for that show. Now, it's Married at First Sight. It abbreviates to MAFS. Male, alpha, female, psych. So I'd like to, in those letters, so I'd like to change the name, propose a new name for that show. I'll call it Marrying Alphas, as in alpha males, for Sex. Marrying Alphas for Sex. MAFS, Married at First Sight, Marrying Alphas for Sex. Now, there's a woman on that show who, quite ironically, in this case, takes the name of Stacey. Her name is Stacey on the show. Now, this Stacey is a Stacey, is what the community online for lonely men and desperate men would call a Stacey. Now, she's a single mum. She's got 2 boys, and she was being set up. Obviously, Married at First Sight is a show where you get set up with partners that you've never met or seen before. So you can only imagine how this thing works out. And once again, to me, it proves the theory that looks, money and status, LMS, conquers all when it comes to female-to-male attraction. Now, this woman, Stacey, on the show, meets the groom that's organised for her, and I forgot the guy's name is, but he's not the best looking guy. He's a pretty decent looking guy. I wouldn't say he's out there hunk, but he's a decent looking guy. She's probably, in terms of looks, she might be one or two points higher than him, no more than 2. So this guy's a pretty decent looking guy, and when she sets her eyes on him for the first time, the words that she utters are, he's not the best looking guy. I mean, he's not ugly, but he's not the best looking guy. But he's not what I normally go for, not the type I normally go for. So, on the show, in this episode, they are set to get married. So, she meets him and his family and vice versa, his friends, and he meets her and her family and friends. And she's acting really bitchy to him, really cold and nasty, because she didn't really want to go through it. And she made an excuse to walk away and take some time out and have a think about it, whether she wanted to do it or not. She was having cold feet, based on the fact that he wasn't her ideal type. Now, as she goes away and speaks to her friends, as she goes away and speaks to her friends, one of her friends has Googled this guy, and she finds out that he's some owner-manager of some ice producing, not ice the drug, but ice as in freezing water, producing plants for industrial usage. So she finds out that this guy owns his own business and he's an entrepreneur and he's a wealthy bloke, etc., etc. And suddenly her tune changes. She walks back to him and she comes over to the guy and she says, look, she starts apologising. I'm so sorry, I was acting like that, I don't know what got into me, I just was in a bad mood, I wasn't feeling the best, and you know what, it's all good, I'm a lot happier now. And he was happy and they got on like a house on fire. So it's funny that she didn't take his looks initially. She's not what he typically goes for, and she said that. Not a bad looking guy, but not what she typically goes for. I mean, he's not ugly, but he's not good looking, is what she said, and not what she normally goes for. But as soon as she found out that he's entrepreneurial, has loads of money from his business, she suddenly changed, and she suddenly wants this guy as her husband. Now, I only saw that episode, but apparently after reading on the internet, their relationship is in deep water, so it's in big trouble. Not surprising. I don't know how many of these relationships on this show would actually work out, but I can't imagine that any woman meeting a guy who hasn't seen what the guy looks like or knows anything about a guy would successfully stay with a man who she hasn't known before she's willing to commit. So I'm sceptical about the success rate on this show, and I really think it's a silly, stupid idea to have a show like this on TV. A lot of pressure. I don't know, people sign up for it and they go through psychological tests, etc., but I really think it's a stupid idea, and I don't think any of these relationships will be viable and working unless the partners, even if they haven't met each other, like the way they look, and B, the woman is happy with where the man is in his life, and vice versa. But more so the woman being happy with where the man is, because the woman is the one who generally 9 times out of 10 chooses to be in the relationship and stay in the relationship or quit it. Now, the second thing I want to talk about, I was watching a video yesterday, live streamed on Facing LMS channel. Facing LMS, he did a Looks live broadcast yesterday on what was Valentine's Day in England at the time. It was Saturday morning, the 15th of February, where I am in Sydney. And he, at the end of that Looks live broadcast, he had some young Australian girl. Now, she wasn't bad looking. I mean, she wasn't terrible looking, but she was okay. She's a bit like me. She has a little bit of a little bit of fat down there, he was showing us a video where she was live on her Tinder account, and she was swiping through a whole lot of guys on her Tinder account. Most of them I could see. I think this girl was from Melbourne, from what I could tell from reading those those faraway screenshots. And she was swiping on guys in Sydney, Canberra, all up and down the east coast of Australia. And no homo here, but most of these guys, there were some extremely good-looking guys. Most of these guys were a little bit average or even above average looking. And she was finding any excuse in the book to just not swipe right on them. They're swiping there. Remember, there was a balding guy, and she swiped left in less than a second. She just went zoom. She just took one glance and zoom. Didn't even bother. And she made comments about guys, nice dog, very cute dog, like his hair, but no, don't like the clothing. Nice eyes, but shame about the body, nice body, shame about the face. All these wonderful things. She came across some guy who was a pilot, and he had a video on there, and she was watching his video. I don't remember whether she swiped right or left on him. I think she swiped left as well if she wanted. And she was actually saying, wow, this guy's actually good looking, and he's a pilot. And wow. She was wowed by it, but still said no. So what does it take? What on earth does it take to get a woman to accept you in this day and age? What on earth does it take? If you're on Tinder, even the top male models on Tinder don't get swiped right. I realised that yesterday after watching that video. So, I mean, what does it take? Do men have to be God? Do we have to be Superman? Do we have to be, top 0.1% tier of all men on this planet in terms of looks and wealth? I mean, what on earth is this coming to? Where do we have to go? I mean, what do we have to do just to get a little bit of interest from a woman these days? I don't know. I think the dating scene is shot. I think the hookup scene actually is shot. I think women's standards are way too high even for a hookup scene now. If you disagree with me, please let me know in the comments below. Let me clean up the mess I made, trying to talk and wash at the same time. It's been Man Overboard, and thanks for your time again.